Hello, hello, hello. It's Jet back again with another VOD review. And today we are, once that stops spazzing out, we're looking at Bruma, the Flex Supportive Mouse Cadets. This is a 2.7 scrim. And we actually have Bruma in here in the virtual studio today. Bruma, what's up, man? How you doing?
Howdy.
Right. So what was it about this scrim that you particularly wanted me to pay attention to? That wanted you to bring it to my attention?
It felt like a pretty interesting game because they ended up having a Sombra, and I had to play around that for a great portion of the game. So I thought it was a good idea to take a look at it and see what I did right, what I did wrong, and especially what I could do better.
Okay. Do you know when the Sombra stuff starts?
I remember when they attack, they use Sombra. So
Okay, so we'll look at the attack then. Yeah, I'm trying to keep these VODs under 15 minutes instead of going an hour.
I see.
Ready for battle.
Okay, there it is. All right, here we go.
Enemies found. Preparing to engage.
A little early on the field, or the regen field. That's okay. Though. We're not working about. We're not talking about that. Okay. Engage and dive. So far, so good. Yep. So this was a that type of moment. That was a DPS Bruma moment. So when you saw your, granted it was Brig. So, but if it was like a Zed or something, they would have died. So when you saw your Brig get flashed, throw a nade at him to heal them up a little bit, and then start shooting again.
Okay.
I'll show you again. So you did, but like, just if it wasn't a nice shot, if it wasn't a Brig, it would have you would have lost your other support there.
So pretty much DPS more there.
Yeah, and be looking around, make sure like everyone's healed up before you start paying attention to your tank again, who definitely is already fully healed. Okay, cool. Monkey in. Making damage there.
Let them up.
Very
Questionable.
not a good window at all.
Yeah.
Maybe if they were like,
Yeah, I was expecting them to
maybe
like,
if
push.
they were like fighting here or here, maybe. But what I do like is that you're willing to use individual windows. So real quick, there's 3 types of windows. The first one is what you did. That's called an individual window. What do you suppose that means?
Pretty much. Okay, I can pump out a lot of damage or healing or both.
Yeah, it's very selfish. You're really the only one that's going to be using it. All right, then there's a spam. What do you think that is?
I use for my whole team to just pump damage and avoid the enemy team from pushing from an angle at the window is
And
up.
then the other one is a brawl. What do you think that one is?
Brawl. When I use like
These are
to
from Natter, by the way. I
Got
didn't
it.
come up with these names. I don't particularly like them, but this is what you go with now.
the brawl, I believe to be where I use for myself and maybe my backline to help the front line.
Exactly it. Yep. So tanks are in front, and then like a DPS or 2 are with you while you're using it, and you're pretty much always using your window. Make sense?
Yep.
And we'll go into different scenarios of when they're good. And I think there's another one like for zoning that you just specifically like, hey, like we're just doing this to take space. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But like this, So why do you think this isn't really a great window?
Originally, I thought they were going to push up, and that the corner where the Zarya is where they were going to fight. That's why I use it, but it turned out to be terrible because 50% of it is covered by a wall, another 25 by a floor.
Yep,
So
pretty much. So I think the idea is fine, but just like be keeping those things in mind. And as you place more windows, you'll start to understand what you can and cannot do with them. All right, let's continue. Nice shots. This would be a good regen field. Nice. So I haven't seen too much of the Sombra giving you trouble yet.
moment, yeah, in fact, no. But then we started calling for EMP, and I decided to like hide.
Okay. Ammo, nice. Regen field, nice, very good.
Don't mind.
Okay, good. All right, there's a grab there. You put lamp in there. That's all right. You did it. You'll get faster with experience.
I already think I do those things relatively fast, especially compared to our last flex support. But it can get better. I agree.
Yeah, well, especially with us going into Diamond Leagues, Jake Field there. Okay, I actually want to talk about your rotations a little bit because you did this the other fight as well. So this is like where the core of the brawl is happening, right?
Yeah,
Where are you supposed to be positioned?
up there.
Yeah,
where
like
your mouse
here,
is.
here, maybe back here a little bit. Like these are supposed to be arrows. But kind of like what during a fight, what is it that you're really what you're doing a lot?
I'm dropping down, getting the middle of the thing.
Yeah, you're like going here, then you go here, then you go here, and you go here. It's kind of like you're playing Tracer, which makes sense because you're a former Tracer main. Well, now you're playing BAP. He doesn't have blinks or recall. So what I want you to begin doing is start recognizing where the fight's happening, and then put yourself in a position to where you can contribute to the fight without having to go here. I mean, it happens sometimes that you have to do that. You do have to have a rotation, but most of the time, like you can pretty much be stagnant. That make sense?
Got it. Yeah, it does.
Let's continue then. All right, they cap here. Okay. Alright, cool. Waiting for our main tank. That's fine. Since they have a widow, the chance of you being picked is high. I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're all the way back here, but okay.
Because we called that.
Oh, actually, real lucky. Imo? That really worked out really well. This would have been a good spot to window and heal your team. And I think you... Okay. Yeah, that would have been a really good window spot.
Yeah, I could have used that.
Don't get greedy here.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
That was a really fast second wave.
Yep.
You're fully healed.
A real minor thing, real quick. When making peaks, like you're about to do, like going over here, like peeking down main. This is. Do you understand why this is really risky
Yeah,
and really not
because-
much of an award?
Yeah, because if they have a Widow, a Hanzo, or anything that can one or two tap me real quick, I just die.
Right. And what do they have?
A Widow.
Granted, she's dead, so it's fine right now. But why? There's a follow up question. Why isn't this really a necessarily good thing to do right now?
It's not like I can kill anything, so
So yeah, so you're not really killed. So what's something else that you could possibly do with that poke damage that you're looking for right now?
give them ultimates.
Right,
It's-
because it's basically if you didn't have window, I'd be fine with it, but you do. So you
Okay.
just doing poke damage is enabling their. So of course they have it as well, but really like you doing poke damage when you have ults, like just doing like trash damage. When you
Yeah.
already have your ult, it's useless. So just stay safe. Now maybe doing like a quick peek to just see where they are. That's kind of okay, but ideally you're kind of gonna know, and that ideally like one of your tanks is gonna know, is like gonna tell you like where they are.
Okay.
Just a real quick thing.
You're fully healed.
I do like to pressure the shields, but I still think it's not working.
Yeah, if they were walking up, absolutely shoot the shield. They're rotating here. On the left lane. That was a little. Wow, that was really slow.
It's because I was trying to
You're like, am I in the grab? Oh, we are in the grab. Okay, I'll throw a lamp.
yeah, it's pretty much like, okay, I think I'm in a grab, checks. Yeah, I'm in a grab, and I have a cast with me.
good to know.
Can I get the window, the lamp back there? Bum. No, okay,
Yep.
I missed.
I think you just hold them at this point, right? I don't think they cap all the way.
I don't think it's
The high ground.
Kind of the dangers of poking there, that damage that you took. Do you know how long anti-nade lasts?
4 seconds.
Yep. So if somebody that happens, you don't really need to heal them. Keep an eye on them though. Really big EMP. Wow, the EMP shattered and got nobody. Okay, they got one person.
Get in sight.
Okay, we're down both DPS. We have our turret. Oh, we did. Uh-oh. Yeah, see what I mean here? See how you died?
Yeah. I
So-
shouldn't be in the place to die.
Right. Do you think that was something to do with the rotations we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you remember what we talked about?
Yeah, I keep going from one place to the other like I have a mobility skill.
Right. So what do you want? What do we do instead?
I go to a safe spot where I can just chill and do my job.
Right. Safe spot. And how do we determine where a safe spot and also effective? How do we determine that? You remember?
Can I see my team? Can the enemy see me? Can I see the enemy? Can I do my job?
It was something that we talked about in this VOD.
Right, is can I see my team? Can I do my job?
You're
And can they kill me?
you're hinting at it, but we talked about this like 5 minutes ago.
Is my memory really that bad?
I don't know, is it?
Wow. A high ground? Although there's
It's
none
part
here.
of it. It had something to do with you determining where the safe spot is.
Get out of the front line in
I'll
the
give you a
middle of the
hint.
fight.
Where is the happening?
Fight.
There
Yeah,
you
get
go.
out of the fight.
Right. So if this is the fight, so here's our tanks. They're fighting each other. Where are you?
Right now, inside of the fight.
No,
Ideally,
where ideally.
really,
Yeah, like right here.
really far from.
Not
really
like
far,
really.
but
If you're Anna, yeah, sure. But
out
you're
of the
back.
fights.
You're like
preferably in a
you're
high
just
ground.
a little bit outside of the fight, and somewhere like so near cover.
On a high
Ideally,
ground.
maybe near high ground. It depends upon the only. So let's talk
What
about
they
that.
have, yeah.
When to be on high / low. So when is it not safe for you to be on high ground?
When they have snipers.
Right. So if they have like an Ash, a Hanzo, Widow, anything that will one-shot you. So if that's the case, where are you?
Should be in the low ground.
Low ground. Near what?
Near cover.
Near cover. There you go. So shields are cool and all, but they also fail.
30 seconds.
I got something.
Top to go off.
Let them out.
I'm okay with this window.
10 seconds.
See, the way that you died to that Ash was an example of why we don't stand on high ground when we have.
Yeah.
Victory.
All right, cool. So, in terms of Sombra, like it's pretty much, just if you think they have EMP, hide. So if Sombra has EMP, we just hide. Was there any? Because she wasn't really challenging you, so
Yeah.
it was just kind of like, all right, she's just kind of building EMP and then doing it whenever. And we are consistently ult tracking, and I think most of the time we were calling, except for with the exception of that one time. All right, so we talked about rotation and positioning within a fight. We briefly touched on windows. Let's talk about windows. What are the 4 types of windows?
Selfish,
Selfish, I like it.
spam,
Spam. What's a spam?
brawl,
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll get there first. Oh, and what's the fourth?
was zoning.
Zoning. Exactly. All right. And what are each of these, real quick?
Selfish is just for myself, so I can guarantee a huge amount of numbers. Spam is for the whole team to avoid the enemy team from pushing during the uptime of the window. Brawl,
Or just to do a
is-
shitload of damage and kill shit.
or that if they decide to push.
I think that's kind of why like
then that's-
these might be, the
Kind of.
same-ish. So anyway, and then what's
Yeah.
brawl?
And Brawl, it's like for me, maybe my other support and a DPS or two.
Yeah.
It's between our tanks and our backline. It serves to help our backline and maybe help pressure theirs.
Exactly. All right, let's go into this rotations and positioning within a fight. So what was the where are we generally within a fight?
A bit out of it.
Yeah, just a little outside the perimeter. And how do we know if we're on high ground or low ground?
One-shot capabilities on the enemy team.
Right. One shot aware. And what are we always standing by?
Over.
Near cover. And just because we want to be in effective range to do damage. And what's the other one?
So
You're not a
they
sport
don't-
player yet.
All right, a little out of the perimeter, effective range, do
We're gonna
damage.
Do damage and
Don't get killed.
okay, I'll take that. There's 2 more.
Do damage, heal.
There
don't
you
get killed.
go. That's why I was like, you're not a sport player yet. That would have been like any sport like instantly. Oh yeah, heal. And one more.
Damage, heal.
I'll give you a hit. It has to do with your CDs.
Lamp.
Starts with your utility.
Utility.
Okay. That's about it from that. Any questions?
Not really, no.
Right on, man. Okay. And dear viewer, thank you for making it this far, and we'll catch you all next time.